Hey everybody, Ben Frederickson here alongside Jeff Gordon for this week's Inside Pitch. Gordo, the Cardinals are looking for a new manager, surprisingly, after the season firing Mike Shildt. We're both kind of on the same page where we don't really know that was warranted. However, they made the call, and they're on the move. We don't know who they're going to go, internal, external, but I think we both agree the Cardinals need to move quickly here and settle this uncertainty before what should be a pretty compelling offseason.
Yeah, this would just be good for everything. It's not so much about public perception and how outside organizations view the Cardinals, because there's a lot of head scratching going on after a successful manager's let go. It's important for the whole organization to just say, okay, now we're turning the page. This is a reset. We're going forward. Up and down the line, a lot of good things have happened in the organization, including the reinvention of some hitters through some new approaches for retooling batting swings. A lot of good things are happening in the organization, but everybody up and down the organization's looking up to the top end, Fred, thinking, okay, now, where are we going now? Or is this still the Cardinal way? Is this a new world order that we're entering, or is it just we move forward in the same way that the team has been operating?
There was a strong sense from John Mozeliak that the Cardinals would kind of look inside the organization. Stubby Clapp, Oliver Marmol, both candidates and both strong candidates, and both guys the Cardinals could turn to if they wanted to maybe have a manager who is maybe more on the same page as the front office, maybe a little less likely to go against the grain at times, as Mike Shildt was, maybe runs a little cooler than Mike Shildt did at times, but they would contribute to the things the Cardinals have done well. I think that's important, right? One thing you can point to, well, two things with Mike Shildt. He cleaned up the defense. He got the base running back to being a strength of this team. The Cardinals can't overlook those qualities as just being givens. They have to think about what can they do to keep those strengths around with a new manager, right? And those guys, both Clapp and Marmol, they helped strengthen that.
Yeah, I think if you look at the way the team finished down the stretch, a lot of guys hit better. Like you mentioned, the running game was much more effective. It's a great way to attack the shift. As well as another great way to attack the shift is just a better balance hitting. And little things like Dylan Carlson using the open field to his advantage. They did a lot of good things those last 3 months, and it took a lot of discussion internally for the team to get there, but the team got there. Now, Ben Fred, you got to build on that.
We got to talk analytics a little bit because there's like warring sides now. Some say Mike Shildt was like anti-analytics. Some say the Cardinals are now, going too far on the analytics. Look, the truth is somewhere in the middle. Mike Shildt wasn't anti-analytics. He was actually, had been rolling with that wave for years. There's no one left in baseball who's anti-analytics. They've all been pushed out. But maybe the Cardinals want to hit that gas even more. Maybe they want to go, full-blown Dodgers, where Dave Roberts is talking about having 1/6 of the vote on who starts in a game, and the numbers really are driving every single decision. So what does that look like? And do the Cardinals, I think, owe it to their fans to explain what they're exactly looking for in a new manager? Now, they didn't want to get into what Shildt wasn't doing very much, but they do kind of owe an explanation of what does the new manager, what is his role going to be in this new look managerial take for the Cardinals? It's not going to be Tony La Russa barking about what he wants anymore. It's going to be an extension of the front office in the dugout.
But if I were to take the job, and of course I won't because I can barely manage my rec team in softball, but I would say
great humility, Gordon.
I love analytics to a degree, and I'm an old school guy. Let the managers manage. So I hope that whoever takes the job will have some latitude to apply those lessons well, but also keep that feel for the team and the guys on a given day, what they're doing. That is so important. This is not computer baseball, Ben Fred. I hope they don't hire a guy or just a computer to run the team.
R2-D2, men not machines, I think Tony La Russa once said. We'll see which direction the Cardinals go. We'll see if they'll look in-house or surprise us with maybe a move from the outside or go a former player route. Matt Holliday maybe stepping in there. I think fans would enjoy that. We'll see which way it goes. STLtoday.com for all of your Cardinals coverage. For Jeff Gordon, I'm Ben Frederickson. We'll talk to you next time.